Good morning. It's Monday, and I'm Nancy Joy here with Reflections. We've been doing part by part a channeling that came to me from the Universal Heart of God actually a number of years ago, but it is incorporated in my novel, The Wounded Heart, because it's the heart speaking directly to all of humanity. And it's a powerful, powerful piece. I've recopied it in its entirety at the very end of this email, and if you're watching on YouTube, at the end of the description, so you can read it yourself. But I was strongly guided to take it part by part so you could truly take it in and understand. Right now, as the shift of consciousness and the unity consciousness wave is moving through the heart of every human, this is particularly important. And if you read it through in your entirety, you can't help be moved by it and have a deeper understanding. It came to me once when a client said to me, "Nancy Joy, how do I know if it's my heart talking to me, really?" And boom, out came this incredible message, which has survived the test of time. So I hope you'll enjoy it. This is part 2. So part 2 continues from the heart saying, just sit back and listen here. "I do not ever use words such as need or want. There is no should or shouldn't uttered from me. Neediness need not apply in the solar heart of God that beats inside of you. Never and impossible are given no credibility or definition in my dictionary. If you are seeking justice, it is not found anywhere but within my truth. For I alone am the source of all integrity. The truth of your heart sees every person and situation as the divine manifestation of your own beliefs." Okay, that's the end of part 2. What I want to talk about, the shoulds and shouldn'ts, it's obvious, don't should on yourself, all that stuff. Neediness, that doesn't come from your heart. That doesn't come from your God being. Never and impossible. Well, we've learned through time, and especially with the acceleration of technology on our planet now, that we can't use those words. There are even people living in virtual reality as we speak. And where it says the truth of I am alone, the truth of your heart says, I am alone. I alone am the source of all integrity. I've done another YouTube on integrity because it's something that I think people throw that word around a lot. You're not in integrity. She's not in integrity. You know what? I think most of us on our journey, to the best of our ability, we're in as much integrity as our patterns and emotional blocks will allow us to be. And I think the truth about integrity is to understand that every single thing you experience, you created, because this is your show, and it has value for you. And that is, my friends, integrity. I'm just going to give you a quick example of something that happened to me that I created a few weeks ago, where it came back to me that several of people that I have considered such deep, good, long-term friends of mine, I've kind of moved away from my life over the past year for various reasons. But a bunch of friends got together for a lunch. And so these things that were said came back to me. And of course, the saying, if you could be a fly on the wall, wouldn't you like to be a fly on the wall? No, not really. And I could put this along the line of gossip and say, well, this is their stuff, not mine. But you know what? Not true. It's my stuff. It's my gift. It came in a wrapping in a package I didn't particularly want to open. But as I opened it, I realized that I was holding on to such wound and such pain. And what this whole situation did was it completely, as completely as I can now, allowed me to open that up, to bleed it, to allow the toxicity to move out, much like the Gulf oil spill. And and to feel so much more clear. It brought such an exciting new clarity to me at the end of 3 or 4 days of moving through it. So I did say, well, they aren't in integrity, gossiping about people. Not true. They were being themselves, saying whatever it was they needed to say. In every moment, we are experiencing exactly what we need to experience. So the last part of this quote for part 2 is, the truth of your heart sees every person and situation as the divine manifestation of your own beliefs. So that whole situation was a manifestation of my belief that I was hurt and wounded by these friends. And it allowed me to open that up, hold a mirror up to myself, and bring myself into my own clarity and balance and integrity, and hold a space of love, as I always will, for these friends. Should our paths cross again or not? It really doesn't matter in a cosmic sense, does it? So this Monday morning, from the heart of God, that is you, I ask you to look at some situations in your life. What does integrity mean to you, and what is the truth of it in your heart? And can you truly be absolutely embracing whatever situation you're in as the perfect divine manifestation of the truth of your own heart at this moment? That's the real question. And a wonderful lady, many of you have heard of it, has written excellent books on this from her own life's journey, and that would be Byron Katie. One of them is 1,000 Names for Joy, another is The New Codependency. She's written lots of books, but she really helps you know how to get into that space where no matter what you're experiencing, it's the perfect experience. Wow, would that change this earth? And that's exactly what's happening with the shift. So lots to think of this week. We'll continue next week with part 3 of The Heart Speaks. Have a great week. Take care of who you are.